Hello and welcome back. So I apologize for some of my tutorial absence here. I had to do a film score that was 60 minutes of music, and I had 4 weeks to write it and mix it. So things have been a little crazy. But in my absence, this DFAM tutorial started to kind of pick up steam and people were watching, so I thought I would continue. Today we're going to talk about using the sequencer as an oscillator. So think of this like tempo is your pitch, and the pitch is your wave shape. So what I've done is I've plugged the pitch output into the external audio input. And it's important to have VCO 1 and 2 down, and the noise, and this is, your external input turned up. So if we turn up the volume, you hear nothing. And that's because my wave shape here, the pitch, is a flat line. So you need to give it some kind of shape, right? So if I turn up one step, this kind of becomes a pulse wave. And think of these as like 8-bit wave shape. You can hear the pitch changing as I change the tempo. And then we're just sort of adding harmonics. So you can think of this, I can make an 8-bit sine wave. So we're going to go, all the way down, 25%, 50, 75, all the way up, and then 75, 50, 25. So it's sort of more like a triangle than a sine, but you get the idea. We can do square waves. Okay, so think of this as like harmonics. I'm going to think of this as like a ramp. So our goal is to end all the way at the top. So here's our little 8-bit ramp. So I'm just going to set this to look, progressively higher. Okay, now you'll notice we're sort of limited in pitch. If we plug in the VCO 1 output to the advanced clock input, now VCO 1 is controlling the pitch here, the speed of the tempo. So what happens is we get greater range because we're basically adding voltage to this. And we get... We can get all the way up into supersonic very quickly. Or really what's happening is we're just exceeding the voltage that this can handle. Okay, so we've got the beginning of something. The next step is that we can add a sequencer to VCO 1. So this is an external sequencer. It can be anything you want. I'm using Make Noise Renee. Okay, so I've got a sequence running there. And then it's a matter of finding the sweet spot here with VCO 1. So you've got to find the right spot for frequency, EG amount. Remember, this is pitch modulation, so you want it in the middle. And we can have some fun. We've got like a live action 8-bit wave shaper as we go. Okay, so I hope that gives you some ideas to play with.